Good morning students, this is class 11th maths lecture 6th of chapter 6. Today we will discuss solving system of linear inequalities in one variable. If more than one inequality is given in one variable, then how to solve that, and also the homework of lecture 5th. So the first question is, solve the system of inequalities 3x minus 7 less than 5 plus x, and another inequality is also given 11 minus 5x equal to less than 1. So there are two inequalities given in one variable. So what we will do, we will solve these two inequalities, and then after that we will take the intersection of the solution of these two inequalities. So solving this first inequality, 3x minus x, taking x this side and 7 that side. So you will get 2x less than 12, x less than 6. Let this be as 1. Now for the second inequality, minus 5x, take 11 that side, 1 minus 11. So it will be minus 5x equal to less than minus 10. Divide both the sides by minus 5. Now we are dividing both the sides by minus 5. Therefore, the sign of the inequality will change because we are dividing it by a negative number. So x is equal to greater than 2. Let this be a second. Now we will take the intersection of both of these solutions. So you will see, now for first we got the solution x less than 6. As equality is not there, so we will take an empty circle, and less than 6 means on this side. Now x is equal to greater than 2. So equality is here, therefore we will take the filled circle. X is equal to 2 and greater than 2, which will be on this side. Now intersection will be where two lines are coming. So see, this is the portion where two lines are coming. 2 is included in both the lines. So x will go from 2 to 6 at 2. Closed bracket will come now at 6. 6 is included in this line. But in this line we can see we have an empty circle. This shows that 6 is not included in the first line, this one. Therefore, in intersection it will not come. Therefore, we will take an open bracket. Okay. Let us take one more question. 3x minus 7 is greater than 2 bracket x minus 6 and 6 minus x greater than 11 minus 2x. Now, these two inequalities in one variable are given. We will solve each one of them. So 3x minus 7 greater than, multiply 2 with both the sides, 2x minus 12. Now this will be 3x minus 2x greater than minus 12 plus 7. So you will get x greater than minus 5, and let this be as inequality 1. Now solving this, 6 minus x greater than 11 minus 2x. We are doing what? Adding 2x on both sides. So you will get minus x plus 2x, and also subtracting 6 on both the sides. So you will get 11 minus 6. Now you will get x greater than 5. Let this be as 2. Now we will take the intersection of these two solutions. Right? So draw the number line. X is greater than 5. When x is greater than 5 means equality is not there, so empty circle will come, and greater than will be on this side, right? And this is x is greater than minus 5. Equality is not there, so empty circle will come, and greater than minus 5 will be on this side. So from 1 and 2 we can see, or from these two lines, the intersection will be, as 5 is included in this line but not in this, and double line appears here. So 5 to infinity, but 5 will not be included in the intersection because 5 is not included in the second line. So this is the solution of x. Clear? Next question. In this word problem is given. Question is, in an experiment, a solution of hydrochloric acid is to be kept between 30 degree and 35 degree Celsius. So a solution is kept between this temperature, and temperature is given in Celsius. Now they are asking what is the range of temperature in degree Fahrenheit if conversion formula is given by C is equal to 5 by 9 F minus 32, where C and F represents the temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit respectively. This C and F represents the temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit. Also we have given that a solution in Celsius is kept between these degrees, and we have to find the range in the Fahrenheit. So solution given Celsius range is from 30 to 35. Okay. Now see, we want to find the range in Fahrenheit. Celsius range is given to us. Also this formula to convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit is given to us. So Celsius is equal to this. So in place of C I am writing this value, right? Now you know how to solve this inequality. Once take these two and then take these two. After solving you will get the range of F. Now we will take first these two parts. So 30 is less than 5 by 9 F minus 32. Right? Multiplying both the sides by 9 you will get 270 less than 5 F minus 32. Now dividing both the sides by 5. Since 5 is a positive number, so sign of inequality will not change. Here you will get 54 less than F minus 32. Adding 32 on both the sides, you will get 86 less than F. Right? Now taking these two part, you will solve it. You will get F minus 32 less than 63. F less than 95. When you will take the intersection of these two, see here, if suppose 86 is somewhere here in the number line and 95 is here, so F is greater than 86. As equality is not there, so empty circle will come. Greater than 86 and less than 95. So the intersection will be from 86 to 95, right? And open bracket will come, or we have just written the range of F. F is greater than 86 and less than 95. Clear? Let us see one more question. See, you have to understand this question very carefully. So the question says a manufacturer has 600 liters of a 12% solution of acid. A manufacturer has 600 liter of 12% solution of acid. What this means, that he has a solution, 600 liter solution in which acid is 12%. Now how many liters of a 30% solution of acid must be added to it? That is, they are asking, in this 600 liter solution, how much solution we will add which has 30% acid, so that acid content in the resulting mixture will be more than 15% but less than 18%. So we have to add 30% solution of acid. Let that be as X. Let X liters of 30% acid solution be added. See, given mixture is already 600 liter and we have added X liter to it. So the resulting mixture will be now 600 plus X. They have given the range of the acid content in the resulting mixture, which should be more than 15% but less than 18%. We will find acid content in the resulting mixture. So see, resulting mixture is 600 liter plus X liter. But this 600 liter is of 12% solution of acid. That is, in this 600 liter, we have acid 12%. Plus this X has 30% acid. So 30% of this X will be the acid in the resulting mixture. So resulting mixture has acid content this much. Now they have said that acid content in resulting mixture will be more than 15% but less than 18%. Now we want acid content to be more than 15%. So see, resulting mixture is 600 plus X. 15% of resulting mixture, the acid content in the resulting mixture is this, which will be greater than 15% of the resulting mixture and less than is given from 18%, right? So less than 18% of the resulting mixture. Clear? Resulting mixture acid content is this, which we want greater than 15% and less than 18%. Now we got this linear inequality. We will solve it to find the solution. Now first of all we will take this part. So 15 upon 100 into 600 plus X is less than, we have taken LCM here, 100. So 600 into 12 plus 30 X. Now solving, first of all multiplying both the sides by 100. So 100 in the denominator will get cancelled. Now multiply 15 with 600, 9000 plus 15x less than 7200 plus 30x. Subtracting both the side by 15x. So you will get 15x here, and also subtracting both the sides by 7200. So you will get 1800 here. Now dividing by 15, x is greater than 120. This is the solution from first part. Let this be as 1. Now we will take this second part. Okay. So second part is 600 into 12 by 100 plus x into 30 upon 100 is less than 18 by 100 into 600 plus x. Multiplying both the sides by 100, and then after solving you will get 7200 plus 30x less than 10800 plus 18x, which after solving you will get x less than 300, and let this be as 2. Now so from 1 and 2, when you will take the intersection, you will find x is greater than 120 and less than 300. This is what we wanted to find, right? We have to find that x liter, which we have assumed that x liter of solution, how much x liter of solution to be added. So it should be more than 120 but less than 300. Clear? I hope you understand that question. Let us take a similar example. How many liters of water will have to be added to 1125 liters of the 45% solution of acid so that resulting mixture will contain more than 25% but less than 30% acid? Now see, they have already given us 1125 liter of solution which has 45% acid. Now they are asking how much water to be added so that the resulting mixture acid will be more than 25% but less than 30%. So first of all we have to find how many liters of water to be added. So let x liter of water be added, right? Now resulting mixture will be, already we have 1125 plus we have added x liter. So this is our resulting mixture. Now acid content in the resulting mixture will be, as x is water, right? So there is no acid in the water. Also this solution has 45% acid. So in the resulting mixture also acid will be 45% of this part, as this x will not contribute any acid because it is water. Now according to question, we want that the acid content in the resulting mixture, which is this, should be greater than 25% and less than 30%. So this acid content should be greater than 25% of the resulting mixture, right? But less than 30% of the resulting mixture. So first of all we will take this part. to find the solution. So taking this first part, multiplying both the sides by 100, 100 will get cancelled. Now multiply this 25 into 1125 plus 25x less than 45 into 1125. Now subtracting both the sides by this quantity. So you will subtract both the sides by this quantity. Now from here you can see we can take 1125 common. So when you will take 1125 common, you will get 45 minus 25, which is 20, right? Solving this, you will get x less than 900 and let this be as 1. Now we will take the second part and solving this, first of all multiply 100 on both the sides. Then you will get 1125 into 45 less than 30 into 1125 plus 30x. Keeping 30x here only and subtracting both the sides with this quantity. So you will get 1125 45 minus 30. Dividing both the sides now by 30, you will get x greater than 562.5. Now from first and second, first result is x is less than 900 and second result is x is greater than this number. So from first and second we can say x is greater than 562.5 and less than 900. That is, the liter of water should be between this range, right? Now your homework is you have to do question 7 to 14 of miscellaneous. Complete your homework carefully, okay? Now we will discuss the homework solution of the previous lecture. So solutions of exercise 6.3, solve graphically. These inequalities are given. 3x plus 4y equal to less than 60, x plus 3y equal to less than 30 and x and y both are equal to greater than 0. As we know, this only means that the solution will lie in the first quadrant. So we'll draw the graph of these four equations, right? I have taken these points. You can take any points to draw the graph. Also, okay, we'll draw the graph. So this is the graph of the equation x plus 3y equal to 30 and this is the graph of the equation 3x plus 4y equals to 60. This is our line x equal to 0 and this is our line y equal to 0. Now we'll do the origin test to find the solutions of these inequalities. So x greater than equal to 0 and y equal to greater than 0 will be, x equal to greater than 0 will be this side and y equal to 0 or greater than 0 will be this side. So solution will lie in the first quadrant only. Now for this inequality, 0 is equal to less than 60, it is true. So solution of this inequality will be towards the origin. So this is our line, towards the origin will be the solution, right? Now the second is, for the second inequality, origin test is true. Therefore, for this line also the solution will lie towards the origin. So you will find out that the common solution will be this portion, right? Question number 11th now. These three inequalities are given. So first of all, we'll draw the graph of the equations 2x plus y equal to 4, x plus y equal to 3 and 2x minus 3y equal to 6. So take any points to draw the graph. I have also let this equation as 1, this is 2, this is 3 to mention the graph of these equations. Now this is the graph of equation first, this is the graph of equation second and this is the graph of equation third. Now we will see the solution of these inequalities. Also, there is no such line, right? I have drawn it by mistake. You don't have to draw this line. Now, for the first, doing the origin test for the first inequality, 0 is equal to greater than 4, which is false, right? Therefore, for first inequality, the solution will be away from the origin. Origin is here. Therefore, the solution will be this part. Now, for second inequality, 0 is equal to less than 3, this is true And for third also 0 is equal to less than 6. This is also true. So for both of these inequalities, solution will be towards the origin. So for second and for third, the solution will be towards the origin. Now find the common solution. You will get this as your common solution. Question number 12. Solve x minus 2y equal to less than 3, 3x plus 4y equal to greater than 12, x equal to greater than 0 and y equal to greater than 1. So first of all, we will draw the graph of these equations. Okay. So I have taken these points. You can take any points. Also let this equation be as 1, this be as 2 and this be as third. So now this is the graph of equation first, which is x minus 2y equal to 3. Now second, this is the graph of the line 3x plus 4y equal to 12. X equal to 0 is the line y-axis and y equal to 1 is our line this, right? Because we are not writing the equation, that's why we have numbered it 1, 2, 3 and so on. Now we will do the origin test. For first, you will see when you will put in place of x and y 0, you will get 0 equal to less than 3, which is true. For second, you will see 0 equal to greater than 12, which is false. So for first equation, the solution will be, because it is true, solution will be towards the origin. So 1 is here. Solution is towards the origin. Origin is here, so the solution will be on this side, right? For second, because it is false, solution will be on the side opposite to the origin. So solution will be on this side, right? Now for the equation y equal to 1 or y greater than 1. So this is the line y equal to 1. Y is, greater than 1 on this side. So make the arrow on this side. Now x equal to greater than 0 will be this portion. Now we will find the common region. From this line we have to go this side. From this y-axis we have to go this side. From this line we have to go this side. And from this line also we have to go on the above side only. So you will get this region as your common region. Clear? Now question number 14th. Solve 3x plus 2y equal to less than 150, x plus 4y equal to less than 80, x equal to less than 15, y equal to greater than 0 and x equal to greater than 0. So for these two inequalities, we know that the solution will lie in the first quadrant. Now draw the graph of the equations, right? And if you don't want to write the equations, just number them as 1, 2 and 3. So we will draw the graph. So this is the graph of line 1, this is the graph of line 2nd and this is the graph of line 3rd. Also I have taken a margin of 20. Okay. Now we will check the solutions of these inequalities. So for first 0 equal to less than 150 is true. So the solution of 1 will be towards the origin. Origin is this side, so solution will be on this side. For second, we can see for second equation we are getting origin test as true. So the solution of second inequality will be also towards the origin, right? So draw an arrow like this. Now for third, it is x equal to less than 15. This is the equation. As you know, x is 15 here, so x will be less than 15 on this side only. Or you can check it by the origin test that 0 equal to less than 15 is true, right? So the solution will be towards the origin. Origin is on this side, therefore solution will lie on this side only. Clear? Okay, for fourth and fifth inequality, y equal to greater than 0 and x equal to greater than 0, we know the solution will lie in the first quadrant. So for this, for y-axis, you have to move right hand side and from x-axis you have to move on upward side. Now when we will find the common region of all these lines, the solution will come this, right? This is the solution region. Okay. Now question number 15th, x plus 2y equal to less than 10, x plus y equal to greater than 1, x minus y equal to less than 0, x and y both are given as equal to greater than 0. We will draw the equations. We will draw the graph of the equations first, second and third, right? As we know, these two inequalities will lead the solution in the first quadrant. Now I have taken these two points. You can take any points. So we have drawn these three lines. This is x plus y equal to 1. This is x minus y equal to 0, and this line is x plus 2y equal to 10. Also this is the line x equal to 0, and this is the line y equal to 0. As it is given that x is either equal to 0 or greater than, therefore arrow will be on this side. Y is either equal to 0 or greater than, so arrow will be on this side. For these three lines we will check by the origin test. So for first inequality, when you will put 0 in place of x and y, 0 is equal to less than 10, which is true. So the solution will be towards the origin of this line. So x plus 2y equal to 10, solution will be towards the origin. So arrow will be on this side, towards the origin. Next is x plus y equal to greater than 1. So when you will put 0 in place of x and y, it will come 0 equal to greater than 1, which is false. So the solution will lie on the of this equation away from the origin. So see, origin is this side. So the portion away from the origin will be on this side, right? Which is not containing the origin. So arrow will be on this side. Now for third, x minus y equal to greater than 0. As you can see, this line x minus y equal to 0 passes through the origin, right? So we cannot do the origin test of this line. Take any other point other than the origin. So I have taken this point 1 0, which lies here on the graph 1 0. Now checking for this, in place of x put 1, in place of y put 0. So 1 is equal to less than 0, which is false. Therefore the solution of this inequality will lie in that portion in which the point 1 0 is not there. So see, this is the portion which contains the point 1 0. Therefore the solution of this line will lie away from this portion, because it includes the point 1 0, and this point does not satisfy the given inequality. So the solution will be on this side. Now you will check the common region, which you will get as this. So now we will discuss the solutions of miscellaneous exercise. So question first is, solve 2 equal to less than 3x minus 4 equal to less than 5. So this is a linear inequality in one variable. There is only one variable x. So first of all, we will take this part of this linear inequality and then this part of the linear inequality. So taking this part, now solve it. 3x, 4, adding 4 on both sides, you will get 6 here. Now dividing both sides by 3. As we divided by 3, 3 is a positive number, therefore sign of the inequality will not change. So x is equal to greater than 2. Now taking this part, you will get 3x minus 4 equal to less than 5. Adding 4 on both sides, you will get 3x equal to less than 9. Then dividing it by 3. So x equal to less than 3. So the intersection of these two will be that x is equal to greater than 2 and x is equal to less than 3. So x will go from 2 to 3, right? Closed bracket will come because equality is there. Next is question number 2. 6 equal to less than minus 3 into 2x minus 4 less than 12. So first of all, we'll solving this multiplication part. So 6 equal to less than minus 6x, minus minus is now plus 12, equal to less than 12. So we'll take both the parts. One part is this and another part is this. We'll solve it. So minus 6x, subtracting both sides by minus 12, you'll get it as minus 6 equal to less than minus 6x. Dividing both sides by minus 6, as minus 6 is a negative number, so sign of the inequality will now change from equal to less than to equal to greater than. Right? Dividing by minus 6, you will get 1 here equal to greater than x. For the second part, minus 6x plus 12 is equal to less than 12. Now subtracting both the sides by 12, dividing both the sides by minus 6. So the sign of inequality will change. X equal to greater than 0 upon minus 6, which is nothing but 0 only. So the final result will be that x is equal to greater than 0 and equal to less than 1. So x belongs to 0 to 1 because equality is there, so closed bracket will come. Clear? Next is question number 4th. Minus 15 less than 3 into x minus 2 upon 5 equal to less than 0. So first of all, we will take this part only. Multiplying 3, 3x minus 6 upon 5. Now multiplying both sides by 5. 5 is a positive number, so inequality will not change. Minus 15 into 5 less than 3x minus 6. Now multiply this, it will be minus 75. Also adding both sides by 6. So you'll get minus 69 less than 3x. Dividing both sides by 3, you'll get minus 23 is less than x. Now taking the second part, 3x minus 6 upon 5 equal to less than 0. 3x minus 6 equal to less than 0. Multiplying both the sides by 5. 5 is a positive number, inequality will not change. 3x equal to less than 6 and then dividing both sides by 3, x equal to less than 2. Therefore, when you will find the intersection of these two, it will be x greater than minus 23 but less than equal to 2. Therefore, x belongs to minus 23 to 2. Also at 2 equality is there, so closed bracket will come. Next is question number 6th. 7 equal to less than 3x plus 11 upon 2 equal to less than 11. So first we will take this part, multiply both the sides by 2, 14 equal to less than 3x plus 11, then subtracting by 11 on both sides, then dividing it by 3, right? Here multiply both sides by 2, then 3x equal to less than 11 because we are subtracting both the sides by 11. Now divide by 3, x equal to less than 11 by 3. So the range will be from 1 to 11 by 3, and because equality is there, so closed bracket will come. Clear? So now complete your today's homework carefully. Okay, thank you.